Now, the Wabash Valley's most accurate and reliable newscast continues with Storm Team 10 meteorologist Lindsay Monroe.
Welcome back, everyone. Perhaps you've seen a little lightning off to the north if you are south of the I-70 corridor. Certainly seeing that here in Terre Haute. While we're missing out on the widespread heavier rain here in Vigo County, we look up to the north, and that's where we've had some pretty widespread storm activity so far this morning. From Edgar County over into Vermilion Park and Putnam counties, that's where the heaviest rain is falling right now. A lot of the lightning is concentrated in Putnam County, just north of Greencastle there. We'll put the radar into motion. You can see this path is essentially due east, moving into central Indiana now. Here's that heavy rain wherever you see the yellows and the reds showing up on the radar. That's where we're focusing our attention on. But keep in mind, we've been in contact with the Weather Service this morning. These are not severe storms. They are not intended to reach severe limits, so there have not been any warnings or no watches out. Just certainly some lightning. Perhaps you're hearing that thunder, and some heavy rain is going to impact your commute if you are north of the interstate out there this morning. But that's going to be just about it. This is the first wave of two that are going to move through over the course of the day today. The second one set to redevelop into the afternoon. And with that second one, that's where we have that slight risk for severe weather. You see the 5 risk categories up here. The slight risk is going to be the second highest, and that is where we see the entire Wabash Valley encompassed for today. The wind and hail threats are going to be for everyone, mainly in the afternoon, redeveloping with that line after 4 o'clock today. Time it all out here in just a second. Outside right now, we are at 70 here in Terre Haute. We have some lightning being indicated outside. Winds coming in out of the south around 10 miles per hour. Your humidity at 84%. Take a look at the temperatures across the board, where we have the rain up there to the north. It's a little cooler near 65 in Rockville, 69 in Paris, 70 in Terre Haute, 71 in Robinson, 72 down in Albany. Again, areas south mainly dry this morning, but this system overall is slowly going to shift down to the south, but mainly going to take an easterly track this morning. Take a look at where it originated, mainly over Iowa yesterday evening. It's been headed in our direction all through the overnight. It will impact the atmosphere. It will start to impact those ingredients that we need to get to stronger storms later today. So if this system here uses enough energy in the atmosphere, storms are not going to be as severe heading into the afternoon. That's important to keep in mind, because we are tracking the potential of some stronger storms potentially set to develop later today. So we'll walk through this first line here. Here's 7 o'clock this morning. This will continue to impact us through 8 a.m. essentially into the mid-morning. We'll see some dry hours in the early afternoon before that second line redevelops, and where we see the clouds break apart, mainly like areas south, that's where we have more energy that will be available. So once the second line redevelops around 6 p.m., watch this sink off to the south. Could see some of those stronger storms developing mainly between 4 o'clock today and about 10 o'clock this evening. So if you have plans for tonight, keep in mind there is going to be some storm activity in the forecast. Kevin Orper will be here, and of course team coverage should we see those severe storms. Just keep that umbrella handy for today. Overall pretty saturated. Temperatures top out near 84 heading into our afternoon. Now it is going to turn much cooler looking ahead at our Friday. We'll have a stationary boundary set up, so some lingering showers. Pockets of heavy rain still going to be possible, especially into our Friday evening, putting us into our Saturday morning. Could see a few lingering showers into the first part of the day on Saturday. This particular weather model keeping rain around a little longer than I anticipate. More dry hours Saturday evening and then again on Sunday. So for today, first wave of storms moving through now, more afternoon storms set to develop, and then widespread rain continues for tonight into Friday. Cooler for the weekend with highs back in the 70s.